Let's bring in Nick Ewen, the senior editorial director for travel website The Points Guy, for some tips and tricks on how to navigate the many disruptions during travel during this government shutdown and really all times of the year, frankly. Nick, what should travelers be doing right now before they even leave the house to prepare for what will probably be a lot of disruptions?
Well, first and foremost, download the app with the airline that you are traveling with. That's going to be the quickest way for you to get notified and learn of a flight cancellation. Make sure you've also toggled on those notifications. And that's going to allow you to really see, hey, my flight's been delayed or my flight's been canceled. And oftentimes you can use those self-service tools right in the app to rebook. Make sure you're also allowing plenty of time at the airport. Remember, the air traffic control reductions are just one part of the airspace that's going to be impacted with the government shutdown. TSA lines have been quite long. So if you do have those expedited screening measures like Clear or TSA PreCheck, now is a great time to put them to use.
When you say get to the airport early, how early are we talking here? 3 hours? 2 hours?
It really depends. I would say 3 hours is probably a safe amount of time. If you are going internationally, I would say to aim for potentially even 4 hours, because again, this is not just going to be TSA. You also are going to have a lot of travelers that are impacted. So there may be long lines to check in. It's not as simple as, oh, I'm going to check in and get my boarding pass. Maybe your flight's disrupted and you're going to have to talk to an agent for 5 or 10 minutes to get reaccommodated. That's where, again, having that airline app and the ability to use those self-service tools to really support your reservation, that's going to be really important if you are finding a delay or a cancellation is impacting your trip.
I mean, we've all been there. It's a total nightmare. You're stuck at the airport. You get the notification your flight is canceled. Maybe you're even in line to get on board the plane and it's canceled. What should people do? I mean, should they be? A lot of people are saying to book another flight just in case that your flight gets canceled. Does it really have to go that far?
Unfortunately, that's oftentimes a pretty powerful insurance policy. Of course, we love our points here at the Points Guy. A lot of people are actually putting those points to use to book that backup flight because those are generally fully refundable. So if you have a flight that you're thinking maybe it's going to be canceled, if you book an award ticket using some of those rewards, you can actually hold on to that. And then if your flight does take off, then you can go ahead and cancel that. It's really important, though, that if your flight is significantly delayed or canceled, you are entitled to a refund if you decide not to travel. The important thing is to not accept the rebooking option offered by the airline. Again, if you choose not to travel, the airline must give you a refund. And sadly, unlike in the European Union, there is no additional compensation for any kind of disruption. So overnight hotel stays or meals, those are going to be on your own. You can always ask, but an airline is not obligated to offer that compensation.
That's a really good point. And should folks be worried or wary of flying in and out of the airports only listed in this list of the airports most affected, or are we going to see impacts across all airports, big and small, because of this?
Well, the important thing to note is that this is not just flights between these different hubs. It's going to be flights to and from these hubs, which means you could be in a smaller airport that's not on the list of 40, but the flight is coming in from a hub. And then that plane is supposed to turn around and then go back to that hub. So if the inbound flight doesn't come into your home airport, then there's not going to be a plane or a crew to then take you back to that hub. So don't think that you're safe if you're outside of one of these hubs. But of course, remember that right now we're only at 4%, even 10%. That is a large number of flights, but there are still going to be a number of itineraries that do operate without any issues. So again, if you have that airline app, that's going to allow you to really keep tabs on your itinerary and know really early on if you're going to be impacted.
Nick Ewen, thank you so much.